Hey everyone, I am back with another Stats and Cocktails video for you, and today we're going to discuss August 2022 numbers. Today, the cocktail that I'm making is a very simple one. It's called, in France, it's an apéritif, which is basically the word they use for what we call cocktail hour. It's a beverage before your meal. And they tend to, in Europe, especially France, they tend to prefer a beverage that's going to help digest your meal that you are about to eat. So they like something that's called a pastis. If you go to the cafes and the restaurants just before dinner hour, which they happen to eat a little bit later than we do, they tend to eat around 7, 8 o'clock, you'll see them having that drink. And one of them is a Pernod. So Pernod is the brand of a liqueur that's made. There's different brands that make it, but this is the most popular one. It has an anise flavor. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a glass, and some people either you want to make it cold, so you either use ice, or some people just use very cold water, or some people use both. It depends on how cold you like it. It's a very strong alcohol. It's 40% alcohol, so you do want to make sure that you mix it with something, okay? So I'm pouring about 1.5 ounces of the Pernod. It tastes very similar to Zambuca or Ouzo, just a little bit milder though. And then I'm going to add about 6 ounces of water with the 1.5 ounce of this. And it's a really nice mellow flavor. It prepares your palate to taste your food and also helps you digest your meal. And it's very refreshing on a nice hot day like today. Yeah, this brings me back a lot of memories. So anyways, let's get to the market stats. Today, I'm going to be discussing August numbers, like I mentioned, and year to date in 2022, from January to August, the average sale price is $1.673668 million. Versus in 2021, we had an average sale price year to date at $1.415,609,000. So that means we're still up in the average sales price. We're up by 18.23% versus this same time last year. Now, if we look at just August, however, we're going to see a difference here. In August of 2022, our average sale price was $1.311,508,000. Where in 2021, August sale price was $1.467,322,000. That's a drop of 10.62%, which equals to $135,627 difference versus August of 2021. So if we also look at July's numbers, where we were at, if you watched my video, we were in a buyer's market. There was 7 months worth of inventory. This is determined by how long it takes for most of the inventory to sell. If we were to sell the same amount of sales every day for a month and it sold all the inventory, that would tell us what the month is. So basically you're dividing those numbers to determine how long it takes for all of the inventory, current inventory, to sell. So it was 7 months in July. Now in August, we've actually gone down. We are back to a balanced market with 4 months of inventory. Anything between 4 and 6 months is a balanced market. So this is a great time for both sides, both buyers and sellers, because you both have the opportunity to negotiate and come up with, an agreement that everybody's happy with. It's not the buyers in favor or the sellers in favor. Now we're going to see what happens next month, because today, the day that I'm shooting this video, they actually made another announcement to the government, with the Bank of Canada increasing the overnight rate by 0.75%. This is going to take some people out of the market, and people who are renewing their mortgages soon are also going to experience a higher interest rate. This may prevent some sales from happening, but we'll see what happens moving forward. I mean, one thing that I've noticed, since I've been doing this for 15 years, I've been through a couple of cycles like this. It takes people about 3 to 4 months to adjust to any drastic change. And I think that's why we're starting to see a little bit of a pickup in the sales, just because the fact that people have now adapted to when the prices dropped in March and everybody started to slow down. Now we're adapting. However, people who don't have to move are not necessarily moving, which is probably a good idea. And those who do have to move are going to have to make that move. So you're in a good balanced market right now. Another reason too why we may have seen an uptick is because of the announcement of the interest rate going up today. Perhaps some people were predicting it was going to go up and wanted to hurry up and purchase before the rate goes up again. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. Any kind of question. I'm just glad to speak with you. Reach out to me. Take care.